arguably the best solo business in GTA Online is the Acid Lab. So in this video, I'll show you how to best run it, including the best way to produce product, the best location to start selling from, how to quickly sell it in the missions, and of course, how much you can actually make, all updated for 2025. Before we get into it, don't forget to drop it a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Show me your butthole, fellas!
In order to get your Acid Lab, you first need to make your way through the 6 first dose missions given to you by Dax. Completion of all 6 will end up giving you $100,000, but you'll also get a $50,000 bonus for completing each one for the very first time, which will then be a nice $400,000. When you've made your way through the 6 first dose story missions, you'll have one more job to do, which is to collect the equipment. However, this will cost $750,000 to install it into your truck. What you want to do first is complete 10 of Dax's Fooligan jobs.
Hello, fresh meat! Yep, just give me a few. Okay, I got an idea. You know what I hate about legal weed, fresh meat? The kind of jizz stains who make it. Hipster jizz stains, corporate jizz stains, gentrified jizz stains, and they all got one thing in common. High prices and their shit is weaker than chamomile fucking tea.
This will not only pay out $50,000 for each one, so a further $500,000 into your bank account, but will also enable you to upgrade the equipment now as well. The downside to this is how there is a cooldown of 48 minutes after completing each one, and previous cooldown skips have all been patched. I have made a comprehensive guide on how to complete all of the Fooligan jobs quickly, so I'll leave a link for that in the description below. The way this all works though makes it easily the best business to start with for brand new players. Once you've completed the 10 Fooligan jobs, the cost to upgrade all of your equipment is a further $250,000. But as you've made a load of money along the way, this will cover all of your costs. Now you're up and running, you can add some other upgrades to the Brigade, which is your mobile acid factory. You can change the usuals like performance and colours, but also some weaponry, and extra armour to make it a near indestructible tank. Just do not buy the large scoop, as this is likely to get stuck on curbs and other things. You'll also get a free Manchester bike, which will be used to deliver the acid around Los Santos, which can also be upgraded. When it comes to actually running the Acid Lab, there are 3 ways to get supplies. One is by doing the supply runs yourself from Mutt.
Sup? Okay, let me check on some leads. You seen the news? Apparently a Humane Labs van carrying toxic chemicals tipped over and it's a real fucking mess.
These are a bit of a pain and will only give you up to 2 bars of those supplies per mission, and some can take up to 10 minutes to complete. A much better way is asking Matt to source the supplies for you. You can either send him out directly from your lab itself, or call him up and ask him over the phone. Each time, these will cost $60,000.
Alright, it'll cost us, but I have plenty of friends with extra chemicals laying around.
But will bring your supply bar to its maximum. In turn, this equates to $96,000 to then have your lab produce its maximum amount of stock. This will usually take 4 hours to produce, but once a day you can boost the speed of your productivity inside the lab, which will then cut that time down to just 3 hours. The third method is by raiding a stash house, which can be done once per day. These will then give one of 7 possible businesses full supplies, with one of them being the Acid Lab, so you're better off doing this first to potentially save you some money. The main reason that Acid Lab is one of the best solo businesses is because of the selling missions. Regardless of how much stock you need to move, it will always only be one delivery bike. Before you actually sell your product, there are a few things you should do first. One is make sure you are in a public lobby, so you can earn up to 50% extra from that high demand bonus. You then want to make sure that your Acid Lab is around the freak shop area. This is because most of the missions are down towards the south of the map. You also want to make sure that you are registered as a CEO in case you need to use your ghost organization to hide you and your product from griefers. And the last thing is to change the name of your Acid, which is meant to give you a small bonus payout, but doesn't always seem to work. There are 3 types of selling missions in total, each with a fair few different locations that these can be in. One involves dropping off Acid at 5 different locations. At 2 of these 5 locations, there will be undercover cops waiting to pounce if they spot you dropping off the Acid, so keep a lookout for these vehicles. I have made a more detailed guide on this selling mission, showing all the locations to look for where the cops may be, so do check that one out as it will help you a bunch. Another selling mission has 10 locations you need to visit with Acid wrapped in newspapers. If you have good aim, you can chuck these from your bike, but if you suck, you can just get off your bike and put them in manually. Despite there being 10 drops, they are usually all within reasonable distance of each other. Some of these locations will have some hippies, who for some reason are against Acid dealing, despite being your best customers. And the third type of selling mission is the police sting. The game will first send you to one of 4 potential locations where you'd usually put the product into the trunk of a car, only for it to be an ambush. You can bypass this part completely by simply getting the police's attention near the entrance of the parking lot, and then escaping that way. Each location is linked to a specific drop location afterwards, so once you've learned these spots for each ambush, it will make delivering them much faster and easier. You just need to lose the cops along the way. Last year, there was a quicker way which involved planting a sticky on the police cruiser, going to the final drop, activating the sticky, and then losing the cop straight away by joining and backing out of a job. But this has since been patched, so now means losing your wanted level en route. As far as the pay goes, selling a full Acid Lab will have a base selling amount of just under $352,000. If the sale is completed in a full public lobby to get the high demand bonus, you're looking at over $500,000. Another huge benefit you get with the Acid Lab is how it will never be raided, unlike your bunker, nightclub, and various other businesses. So your product is always secure, and therefore you can leave it alone and come back to it whenever you like without the fear of losing stock. So how do you rate the Acid Lab? Let me know in the comments.